Greetings, true believers, and welcome to another marvelous episode of the Channel Churches Podcast. I am, of course, your host, Jay, and joining me as always are my two friends, Brian and Tony. How you doing tonight, fellas? Okay, they're not doing well at all because it's completely silent.
Doing good.
Okay,
Good.
okay, here we are.
Hey,
I was like,
tech issues, but I'm good now.
I was like, oh no, did I fuck up the countdown? We're keeping that in. Keeping that in.
Yeah.
But anyways.
I mean, just look at VTubers. The internet loves scuff.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. But anyways, as I was saying, welcome to another wonderful, marvelous episode of the Channel Churches Podcast. This week we will be discussing the latest Marvel Spotlight miniseries, debuting a character that most Avengers fans know and love. If you actually read the Avengers comics, maybe if you're an MCU fan, you would have no idea who the fuck this man is. But we are going to be talking about Wonder Man.
Also, fun fact, a character that James Gunn had been trying to bring in for a very long time.
He really wanted he really wanted Nathan Fillion to play him. There were talks for a long time to get Nathan Fillion to play Simon Williams.
I think in Guardians 2
he was on the poster. He was on the Wonder Man poster.
And there is actually, I think, a deleted scene with him as a version of.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting because, like, we'll talk about it when we get into the review, but this is probably one of the most unique adaptations I've seen in a long time, especially in terms of modern Marvel. They took a lot more risk with this, and I gotta say, like, if you have been burnt out on MCU stuff lately, give Wonder Man a shot. It's really good.
Yep. It's continuing the trend of Spotlight means good.
Yeah. I mean, like, Ironheart. I actually I didn't mention it because I forgot to talk about it. I gave Ironheart a try. Was not a fan. Was a bit too slow for me.
Was that a Spotlight?
I believe it was. I believe it was not.
The only two Marvel Spotlights are
Echo and this show. Daredevil technically does not count.
Werewolf by Night.
Well, that was like a one shot special, but yes.
I know, but it was classified as Marvel Spotlight.
But yeah, so because I know like my brothers were all kind of like not gonna check this out because they watched Ironheart and they're like, yeah, the last show was ass. I'm like, yeah, no, I get it. It's cool, but this one's actually good. Give it a try, y'all. We'll get to it more in the spoiler free section, but I just wanted to like open up with saying, no, dude, trust me, it is actually worth a shot. Go watch Wonder Man. If you skip any other part of this podcast, listen to this, go watch it. It's good.
Yes.
It's high quality.
But yeah, so as per usual with these episodes, we are going to start as we always do by first jumping right into the news with Brian. Take it away, Brian.
Okay, so we've got an interesting one. There has been talk for a while about a D&D TV show or multiple D&D TV shows.
Oh, is it the Baldur's Gate thing? I heard about them announcing a Baldur's Gate show.
Yep. They are doing a Baldur's Gate, specifically Baldur's Gate 3 TV show. It's supposed
to take place after the events of the game. But the developers of the game are not involved in the show whatsoever.
But Chris Perkins is.
Who is Chris Perkins?
He was one of the big D&D like higher ups. He was like the big like figurehead behind 5e.
Gotcha.
And just recently left WotC to join and work on Daggerheart.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. There is one thing that's got me kind of a little worried.
Okay.
But we do know the showrunner.
All right.
Craig Mazin, which.
Oh yeah, the Last of Us guy. I heard about. Yeah. That was part of the announcement. Yep. I did hear that. So like the first season of The Last of Us is good, and I'm not gonna blame him for The Last of Us 2 because The Last of Us 2 just kind of sucks in general. So. Oh. Like.
True.
That's not really. It's not really on him.
Yeah, so...
Like, I saw that as an overall positive, because the first season of The Last of Us was good, because, the first game was good. The second game, not so much. So, of course, even if you do a good show, about a bad product, the product's still gonna suck.
Oh yeah, indeed. Did not know how much he's worked in the industry, though, because he did the script for Scary Movie 3 and 4, and the underrated superhero movie.
I actually really enjoyed superhero movie.
Yeah. He also wrote the Hangover trilogy.
Oh, really? Nice. Those are classic.
Yeah. Also, he has uncredited writing roles in Dune 2 and Wicked, the first one.
Oh, cool. Both are solid.
But yeah, his other TV credits include Chernobyl.
I love Chernobyl. We covered covered that, didn't we?
No, I've never seen it.
You've never seen? Oh, I watched Chernobyl. I thought that I could have sworn we did a podcast on it, but I watched Chernobyl.
No.
I really liked it.
And the only other thing that he did was he wrote an episode of Mythic Quest.
I feel that's a cartoon, isn't it? That's
No.
Oh, no. That's the show about the game development. Yeah, Seto had talked about this before. It was on Apple. Yeah. I had never watched it. But...
Co-created by Charlie Day and stars Rob from It's Always Sunny. I think it's still going on.
Oh, is it? Yeah. I remember hearing about this. Seto talked about it, and he thought it was really good. Being an indie game dev himself.
Oh, okay. So what had happened was it ran for 4 seasons and ended last year as of recording. But also last year they launched a spin-off called Side Quest, which was an anthology. And fun fact for you critter people, Side Quest was co-created by Ashley Birch.
Oh, cool.
Famous voice actor and also a fan of Critical Role. You would have loved her character, Jay, named Keg, a dwarf fighter who rocks a battle axe and a warhammer at the same time.
Nice.
And loves to drink cigars and women.
Nice.
Even has a.
Hopefully she doesn't drink the cigar, because
no,
you did.
But she does.
You didn't put any commas in that sentence, so it sounded like you said she drinks cigars and women.
Nah.
Drinking women, I understand. That makes sense. Drinking the cigars, though.
Nah, but her character does have a one-night stand with one of the regular female PCs.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah, but anyway, that's the news story. Hesitant about it. The fact that it's continuing, kind of, because how are you going to continue it, but like user-friendly?
See, that's the weird part about it, because BG3, it does have a same endpoint, but you also have so much variance in BG3, the game. So it's like, how do you make a universal thing? Is my question. Because you have so many different options. Like, you could destroy the Mind Flayer, you could befriend the Mind Flayer, you could do a whole bunch of other shit. Not even to mention like Shadowheart's whole thing. Like, there are a bunch of different ways a BG3 game can go down. So like, it's gonna be.
I mean, there are multiple like BBEGs.
Yeah, I'm saying.
One of which voiced by J.K. Simmons.
Yep, but yeah. So that's interesting.
We'll keep an eye on that.
For sure. So next up is, of course, Screen Time. Screen Time is a segment of the podcast where we all talk about the various pieces of pop culture and various rabbit holes that we have found ourselves in between recording podcast episodes. That can be anything from movies we don't have time to cover or may cover later, TV shows we don't have time to cover or may cover later, music, comics, manga, anime, anything in between. So first off, we'll start off with the shared stuff, because we did like hang out over the past week, and we checked out a few things. This past Friday, we actually we checked out first the new Muppet special starring Sabrina Carpenter, the new pilot for the Muppet Show. I really liked it. I don't know about you guys. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was mostly watching it for Sabrina because I love Sabrina, but the Muppets were also great.
It was a fun time. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Like you said, except for sometimes with one voice, it just felt like the old Muppet Show back again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna throw shade like a lot of people have on the Kermit voice actor, but I think he's just kind of growing into the voice. Because I mean, like, you gotta imagine the amount of pressure it is taking over as Kermit the Frog. Yeah. Right. Like,
and you notice how I phrase that, because there are times where he sounds exactly like old Kermit.
Yeah. No, I think he has focused more on the singing aspect of Kermit, which is honestly the more difficult part of the performance than the regular talking. But I think when he does the musical numbers, he sounds fine. It's just when he's doing the regular like talking bits that you can hear the difference, and it's not like a huge difference unless you have watched a lot of Muppet stuff. If you are a casual Muppet fan, you will not be able to tell. But like, if you love the Muppets and you watch a bunch of Muppet stuff throughout your childhood, you know that it sounds like Kermit has a cold or something. And they should have honestly incorporated that as a gag. I think that would have been good, but
well, I don't write the show. Why they didn't do that is because if this becomes a regular thing, they don't want to always have a cold. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you could have a cold for the pilot, and as he comes back and he gets better, obviously he's not sick anymore. You know what I mean?
Which I get you, but which it does. We don't have any confirmation yet, but it does look like we might be going in that direction because it was a massive hit.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of positive feedback.
Oh yeah, indeed.
And like Sabrina killed it. She was like really channeling like this like Dolly Parton energy, and I fuck with it. I've always loved Sabrina, and her back and forth with Miss Piggy was just amazing.
Oh yeah, indeed.
But yeah, no, it was good. It was a nice return to form, back to basics. You know, like, and I had faith in it because like Seth Rogen is really good at behind the scenes work.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I enjoy him as an actor, I think he's even better as an EP/showrunner.
Oh yeah. But I do like where everyone was starting to be like, hey, maybe he should just stick to producing and like being behind the scenes, and then he comes out with the studio,
which is hilarious, by the way. I talked about it in the year in review. It's fucking great. If you actually like TV and Hollywood and you're interested in that type of stuff, it's fucking hilarious. It's very niche, mind you. If you don't give a fuck about any behind the scenes stuff, you're not gonna care. But if you are like me and anybody who would listen to this type of podcast, who like actually watches behind the scene extras type shit, you will enjoy the fuck out of the studio. It's hilarious.
Yeah, but back to this though. In this, he was really funny for the brief time that we had him.
Yeah.
So was Maya Rudolph.
Maya Rudolph was great. But you know, Maya Rudolph is rare for Maya Rudolph to miss. But yeah, in terms of other shared stuff, we got to check out something that Brian had mentioned offhandedly before. The YouTube indie animation darling, Pretty Please, I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl. And it is by Kiana. I can't pronounce the last name, but she has done work on stuff like Big City Green. She does a lot of work for Disney animation. This is a passion project she does in between on her downtime.
Is why it's taking so long, because she currently is employed by Disney, which means she needs to watch when and where she works on this. Otherwise,
and I actually saw a recent update that it got picked up to for the first episode to actually get fully animated by a studio.
Nice.
I don't remember what the studio was called, but they've done work for funny enough done work for Disney, including a little known show called Star versus the Forces of Evil. You know, a show about a magical girl that's themed after a star.
Nice.
So yeah, I think that's fun. Hopefully it'll get more eyes on it once it's fully animated, and maybe like that studio can do what A24 did for Has-Been and help shop it around, because I definitely think it deserves a place on like a full-time like network.
I don't know if she wants to go that route with it, but Glitch has been picking up a lot of stuff lately.
Glitch feels like they're just on the hunt all the time for stuff, because they're picking up a bunch of stuff. But I really enjoyed those first two episodes. It was really fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed obviously the humor and all the references. Being like a huge magical girl fan, I was like, oh yep, I know this. You can tell that she is very familiar with the genre, and it's a lot of fun. The other thing I want to talk about briefly is the Grammys. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. This is kind of just a side quick thing. Shout out to the Grammys. I think this show was really good. It was definitely one of the better ones over the past few years. I think like Trevor Noah's whole run as Grammy host has been pretty solid. His final year here was really good. I enjoyed the Best New Artist medley that they did this year, but they did. I don't listen to Addison Rae. She's not really my kind of thing, but they did her dirty. They did her dirty. Her performance, each performer had like a different like stage, and like it moved to them on a different part of the stage. Hers was like on a loading dock.
Damn.
And they picked her up on a truck, and like she also just like she did a costume change where she was like basically in her underwear, which, you know, whatever, that's, you know, no big deal for a pop star. That happens all the time. But, you know, they just did her dirty. But Leon bodied that shit. My man Leon Thomas, you know, aka Andre from Victorious. I've been a huge fan of him like since I was a kid, honestly. Ever since I saw him in the movie August Rush, I knew Leon Thomas was going to be going places. But Leon, he cleaned up with his Mutt album, and Vibes Only won Best Traditional R&B Performance of the Year. Kendrick cleaned up in terms of Grammys. He now officially has 27 Grammys and is now the most Grammy Award-winning rapper in history, beating Jay-Z's 25. He now has 27. Shout out to the hometown heroes, the Clips. You know, VA stand up, let's go. We won. The Clips won Best Rap Performance with Chains and Whips, also featuring Kendrick. So Kendrick also technically won that one. That was cool. Shout out to Bad Bunny for winning Album of the Year. And, you know, nice. Good for him for standing up for our people. But you know, for upping, for, you know, giving big ups to one Puerto Rican performer, I got to tear down another Puerto Rican performer. Bruno, where's my camera? Wait, this is audio only, whatever. Bruno, my guy, Bruno. You definitely are not listening to this podcast, but bro, I love you. I've always loved you. But what were you doing out there, dog? You performed like garbage. Like his performance in the opening where they did APT with Rose was great, but Rose carried that. When it was just his new single and he did that performance, was not it. He was definitely you know, there've been some snowstorms around the area, but I think Bruno was on a different kind of snow. If you catch my drift.
Ooh, so Vegas has not been doing him well?
No, it has not. I mean, to be fair, of course Vegas isn't doing him well. He's performing to get out of debt. He's not performing for the love of the game. He's literally trapped in Vegas. But yeah, so there's that. Also, y'all need to stop throwing dirt on the GOAT Justin Bieber's name. Alright? Yes, did he perform in his boxers and socks? Yeah, but was his vocal performance immaculate? Yes. So shut the fuck up. Justin Bieber can do whatever he wants as long as he performs like that. That man can sing his ass off. I was jamming to UConn, bro. Y'all can shut up. I don't care if he's in his boxers. I'm not looking at him. I'm just listening to the music. Y'all are weird for looking.
Yeah.
And it's not like he was in bad shape. Dude's still in good shape. Now, if he had let himself go and was in his underwear, we might have to say something. But he still looked good. Like, women get on stage in their underwear all the time for musical performances. Why can't men?
Exactly.
Yeah. Double standards.
Why can't we? Yeah. Some horse shit. That's what it is.
I'm just saying, man. Bieber's the GOAT. Y'all need to respect the Biebs. I've been a believer since 2009, bro. You guys need to stop. You guys need to stop throwing dirt on the GOAT. Okay, Justin has proved himself to be the #1 pop Justin. He's eclipsed who I thought was the GOAT before, JT. JB has now outperformed JT. I'll say it right here, right now. It's a bold statement as a 90s kid.
It is a bold statement.
But I believe Justin Bieber has taken that crown as best Justin.
To be fair, I don't think he would have had that crown if the other Justin hadn't gotten sick.
Did you listen to Justin Bieber's folk album where he was in a flannel in the woods? It was pretty bad. He would have gotten that crown.
His folk album was
He would have gotten that crown because Justin Bieber put out Swag 1 and Swag 2, and both were fire. Which I was upset that Swag did not get nominated a single time. He put out a great album out of nowhere, and y'all did not even bother. Disrespectful. Like, I don't get on my stand shit very often, but I've always been a huge fan of Justin Bieber, even when people were fucking memeing on his ass. I unironically rocked a bowl cut in my freshman year of high school because I was a Justin Bieber fan. I will not be afraid to. I'm not afraid to admit it. I love Justin Bieber. But yeah. So that was the Grammys. One final thing that I want to address that I want to give a quick shout out to is Team 4-Star. Famous abridgers from YouTube. They actually kind of related to Pretty Please I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl. They've been putting out these short episodes of Sailor Moon Abridged, and they put out a supercut director's cut version called Full Moon Edition. And the fun thing they did with that is they edited it like a Toonami block. They even have Toonami style bumpers, but like abridged. And oh my god, Sailor Moon Abridged is so funny. I'll show it to the guys at some point, but it is so funny.
Nice.
Like
I've seen clips.
One of the running jokes is when Queen Beryl is talking to her henchmen, and she tells them to shut up, and they just respond, "Yas, Queen." Oh my god, it's so funny.
Nice.
And also Sailor Mars is gay as fuck, as everybody knows.
Yep.
As everybody knows.
Yep.
And then Jupiter is scary and breaks people, which is why Jupiter's my favorite. and then everybody is very condescending towards Mercury because they're just like,
aww.
Yeah, nice bubbles. That's cool. Please don't do that. It's embarrassing. I know my powers aren't cool.
Disrespect. respect my girl.
I mean, let's be honest, Brian. Her powers aren't cool in comparison to everybody else. She has bubbles while everybody. Well, let's go through the list real quick. Usagi, magical tiara, cool as fuck. She can do Moon Knight, Batman stuff. Fucking, Mikoto, Jupiter, she can call down lightning. Ray, Mars, she can burn motherfuckers to a crisp, straight ashes. Venus, I don't exactly know. Venus has also a weird magical weapon similar to Sailor Moon, and she also has the other talking cat. Mercury, bubbles.
Bubbles.
You see how underwhelming that is?
Yeah.
It's not Mercury's fault that the mangaka gave her the lamest power, but she did indeed get the lamest power. But yeah, so that's all I wanted to bring up. I may pick up one of their shirts because they one of the running gags is both the villain and some of the characters greet the girls by saying "Sup, sailor sluts," and they put it on a T-shirt, and I kind of want it. But yeah, I love seeing Team 4-Star. I love seeing Team 4-Star active again. I hope they do more of this type of shit. I saw in the Toonami bumper Ryoko was featured in it, so are they gonna do a Tenchi abridged? I want it.
Oh, I want the Tenchi abridged though. That would be amazing.
Specifically, the clip they featured was Ryoko in GXP, so I was like, oh, that's the one I like the most.
Goated.
Like, I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion, but to me, Tenchi GXP is the best Tenchi series.
It is. I agree. 115%. It's my favorite.
But yeah, so that's it for me. All right, Brian, what about you?
All right, mine's gonna be quick. First of all, Critical Role. Been re-listening to Mighty Nine, and currently in, I guess you could say, the Laughing Hand arc, which, if you know that is a scary ass villain. Just a pure, basically imagine Hulk if also he was mad crazy, and every time you slashed him, it created a new mouth that would laugh. Yeah. And crazy shit happens with that in that arc. So it's really cool. And then I'm one episode behind on campaign 4.
I'm like 2 episodes behind, so don't feel bad there. Maybe even 3. It's been a while since I've listened to campaign 4.
Started the Seeker art, the Seekers art, and it's really cool to see. Lady Aranessa continues to be a goated NPC.
Nice.
And just to see the Matt and Abria back and forth, where he's just being his pissy emo asshole self, and she's calling him on it, and let him have this. He needs it, and you're gonna need sleep eventually. And just that was really cool. And poor Octus is just there, he's witnessing everything, and he's just yeah. And it's getting really political and lore heavy, which if you're into that stuff, which I am, it's really cool. Then kind of put all my anime watching on pause because I don't know if I will continue or not, but I have been picking up watching an anime that I started watching at one point, but then dropped for I don't know why.
Okay.
Demon Slayer.
Wait, you never watched it? Were you there with us when we watched Mugen Train in Discord? No, you were.
No.
We had a whole thing. There was it was a whole era. You've never seen Demon Slayer?
No, and I think it was last year. At one point, I started to watch it, and then I stopped for I don't know why.
Huh? That's crazy.
Since the last episode of this podcast, I've watched the entirety of the. I think it's the entirety of the Spider Family arc.
So that's up to episode 19. 19 is episode 19 was the fucking hype ass episode where he cuts off Homeboy's head.
Oh yeah.
With the dance of the fire, the sun breathing technique.
Yeah, that was awesome fight. And,
yeah. Hinokami Kagura. That was that's the name of the technique. Thank you, sir. I was I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, and we got backstory about the me character finally. Which the more I see it, the more I get it. Yeah, that's totally an exaggerated version of a me character. I forgot his name now, but
what, you mean Zenitsu?
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, honestly, Tanjiro is an exaggerated version of a you character.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Well, the way that I saw it going in it with that.
No, Zenitsu is more of an old you character. I'm not gonna give that to current you. Old you used to be a bitch. Like Zenitsu. I'm not I'm not gonna let you do yourself that dirty. You're no longer Zenitsu. You've upgraded to Tanjiro. You were a bitch.
Nice.
I will fully admit you. And I've said it to your face. So don't think I'm just insulting my friend live on mic.
No. We know from experience with our last week on Guam, we've talked about it. Colin is like Tony RPing a me character. I feel like Zenitsu might be Jay trying to RP a me character.
Yeah.
And then Tanjiro is me. And then I could so totally see Tony rounding out the trio.
Tony is 100% Inosuke, but he's not as pretty.
Yeah.
He's not as pretty. I'm sorry, Tony. You're just not.
I'm pretty in my own right.
You're not. You're not as pretty as Inosuke without the mask on. Let's not kid ourselves here. That man is gorgeous.
I know that.
Yeah.
He looks like a fucking K-pop star under there. It's unfair.
I actually haven't got to that part yet, but that was spoiled for me, so I do know that from the internet.
But yeah, he looks like a fucking K-pop star under there. Totally unfair.
Oh yeah. And just to see his like little mini arc that he went through, which is like, what is empathy and people caring about me? Why would they do that? Yeah, that was cool. And lastly, just been watching like videos and shorts of a new YouTube channel. Probably gonna mispronounce this name, but I think it's pronounced Jara Jade. Jara Jade Games. She's a like game streamer, but she's also like a like newbie to games. So she's playing classic stuff for the first time and reacting to it. She also was like an exaggerated version of me when it comes to Pokemon, where she was into Pokemon back when it first came out, but like dropped off and is now like reacting to like some of the Pokemon for the first time while playing Legends Arceus and ZA.
Oh, nice.
And seeing her just like excitement for like how these characters look is really cool, because in a time like this, we need like a little bit of just happiness. And she has said it herself. Her favorite types of Pokemon are ones that are serving queen.
Usually it's a different word. A word that only Australians can say.
I know, but she means it in a like majestic sense. Like
no, I understand. I understand the sentiment. I just wanted an excuse to say the word without saying the word.
Gardevoir, Meganium.
Somebody actually likes Meganium.
Yeah.
Well, aesthetically.
I mean, even aesthetically, Meganium. I don't know. Personally for me, Meganium was a big downgrade from Bayleaf. I love Bayleaf. Meganium kind of sucks.
But also I will say that one thing is like You Sweet Summer Child is her reacting to like Shinx and Luxray, that like evolution for the first time, because they look awesome, but they're kind of trash.
I mean, not like for a playthrough, Luxray is okay. If you're trying to be competitive, sure, Luxray is trash. But for a playthrough, Luxray is perfectly fine.
Yeah, it also should have been part dark type.
I mean, that's what.
Anyway.
No. If anything, I could have seen it be an electric ground because it's a lynx, and lynx tend to be towards the mountain.
But anyway, she also was never into Digimon, and now she's playing the Digimon game for the first time.
I still need to get. I
saw her shorts.
I still need to get Time
I saw her
Trainer.
shorts.
Yeah,
she is like dumbfounded by how Digivolution works. It's hilarious.
Well, because Digivolution doesn't really have a logic to it like Pokemon does.
Yeah, it's because logically, digital monsters are data. So data could be anything.
Yeah, it's just like sometimes she's like, "Please don't be trash. Please don't be trash. Please don't be trash." And one of my favorite ones that I saw in that genre was apparently her go-to was Gatomon.
All right. Okay.
And,
so you get Angelwoman. Nice.
Yeah, and she was like, "I've seen a lot of weird evolutions, but this is my baby. I've spent the most time with her. Please do not let her evolution be trash." And she literally started crying out of happiness after seeing her.
Yeah.
Angelwoman makes a lot of people cry out of happiness, but from other places.
And on that note, Tony, what have you been?
Well, I already told Jay this, but for my screen time, I played an epic run of Uma Musume, where I beat, for the second time, the Unity Cup, but this time with Air Groove.
You got to tell him the tragedy, though.
I did not win the Aura Finale, though, which was sad.
Even more sad. You got to tell the even more sad part. The worst part. The part that made me sad.
The worst part for my fellow Uma stands. I got the hot spring ticket, but since I didn't win the Aura Finale, I could not go to the hot springs.
Which, for the folks at home, the hot spring ticket is like a, I want to say 1 in 300 or 1 in 200 something chance random event. So like there are people that have been playing longer than me that still haven't gotten a single hot springs ticket. So that's how rare that shit can be. And Tony unfortunately couldn't lock in and couldn't secure the bag. Sad, because Air Groove is cool. I do like Air Groove.
I was upset by that whole situation too.
Understandable.
And my current playthrough of God of War Ragnarok, this has just been the most fun experience I've had with a God of War game in a while. Since 2018, I enjoy this game a lot.
Oh yeah, the upgrade system is where I had the most fun. Like just fucking around with the weapon. And I also just love to hear fucking Mimir yap, just randomly yap about stuff.
I've had more fun just playing as both Kratos and Atreus. I think some of my more fun playtimes is with Kratos, of course, but the
Atreus levels have grew on me. I like his event, like his entire side arc with Angrboda was awesome. Love that.
Yeah, which I've been currently playing through right now.
You're doing the Angrboda stuff. Nice.
Yeah, I just beat Grilla.
Nice. That was a tough fight. Granny had hand.
That she did.
Also, I like that he's like fully embracing his his role as Loki. I would play an entire Loki game, to be honest.
Yeah, I would too.
I wouldn't mind a Loki spin-off game.
And if he ended up just like,
I also wonder if he's gonna get like a growth spurt, since he is half frost giant.
And he is like half
he's half Greek god, so Kratos is a big motherfucker too, so thinking he's gonna get a growth spurt at some point.
Yeah, because these motherfuckers are just built different, man.
But
it's
yeah, okay, cool.
And then of course, finally, let's go with my third and final thing, which is Sir Superhero's Masterclass.
One of my favorite 90s characters of all time.
Yeah,
Darkhawk. I love Darkhawk.
This was such an entertaining ride because, folks, Darkhawk is one of the few Marvel characters that retcons do not affect him.
He's basically immune to retcon, and I don't want to say immune. Though I love the way Sir Superhero describes it. He's retcon resistant because eventually people realize, you know what? Never mind. I like how he was in the first time. I think we got it right the first time. Let's put it back. Although I will admit, I was one of the 12 people who read the Darkhawk series in the 2010s, where it was the new Legacy character kid. I thought that was actually pretty cool because it was a really interesting take on a character who developed a physical disability and is now using his powers to compensate. Kind of Daredevil-esque, but not entirely. It was really cool. And if you read the letters pages of those books, Higgins actually did a lot of research with people with MS and the actual community, so it's very realistic, so I thought it was pretty cool. But I am glad that Chris is back. I'm excited to see my favorite totally not Power Ranger.
Yeah, and just the convoluted lore that they put through, they put that man through, is insane.
So I'm not gonna claim to be a super Darkhawk aficionado. I didn't read the 90s stuff when it came out. Shit, I was born in 94, so duh. But I didn't get into Darkhawk until Annihilation, when the War of Kings happened, and I was like, who is this Power Ranger ass motherfucker? And so I went back and I was like, oh, he's cool. I like this guy. And then
so that guy went to the same high school as Spider-Man did.
Yep, he did, and he was actually taught by Spider-Man, funny enough, because he was a student at the same time as when Peter Parker was a teacher.
Just perfect. Chef's kiss, man.
But yeah, no, I'm a huge fan of Darkhawk. I love this motherfucker. His powers are so cool. He even had a Megazord at one point, but it was more like a massive configuration of his robot form, and it was only temporary. They only used it one time, really, but it was really cool. I like. They also unceremoniously killed off his entire rogues gallery in a Wolverine comic, or at least his main rogues, the fraternity of Raptors.
The rogues that were introduced in the War of Kings.
Yeah, which is again, like I said, that's where I started. So I was like, yeah, these are his bad guys. These are the evil Ranger team. And then I do read Wolverine, and I'm like, wait, why are these guys? Logan, no, these aren't your bad guys. He just randomly came across them in Madripoor before, and he was just like, okay, Shi'ar, I don't fuck with these guys. Murders them all, as Loken does.
Yeah, and the crazy lore reasons for the whole Shi'ar thing is hilarious because they look like birds.
Yeah, no, but it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense, but I think it's hilarious.
Like, I think that's the only real retcon that stuck, because they changed the Darkhawk look to actually look like a bird, and it's like, yeah, why does it look like a bird? Oh, we have aliens that look like birds. The Shi'ar. Yeah, no, that checks out.
And then having the Shi'ar and the Skrulls fight each other in ancient times, where the Shi'ar look more like birdmen
Yep.
than they do in modern times.
Let's be real, they were just Thanagarians before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they were like covered in down feathers.
Yeah, no, it's wild. If you got, look, I love Marvel cosmic shit, so like, you know, Darkhawk is my guy. I like Darkhawk, and also I'm a big Power Rangers fan, so no shit, I like Darkhawk.
Yeah. Toku heroes are my favorite thing in the world too.
I mean, it also doesn't help that he started as kind of like Marvel's answer to Batman.
Well, yeah, no, well, he
Like,
kind
really
of.
what happened.
So, so here's the funny thing, right? He came out in the original Darkhawk series came out in 91, like around like 91, 92, a full year before Power Rangers Mania came out in the US. And so it was just a happy coincidence. And so they were just like, ever since then, they're like, oh no, let's just double down on this Power Ranger shit. People like the Power Ranger shit. Let's make it even more Power Ranger-y. Which, you know, I did want to dispute that in the comments, because I was like, actually, Marvel does have experience in the Toku genre way back in the 70s, because actually, Marvel helped invent the Toku genre because of the Spider-Man TV show.
No, not necessarily the Toku genre. They helped what happened.
Well, they helped pioneer a lot of the bigger tropes, like the Megazord.
Yeah, so
and stuff.
To give proper context to what Jay is saying, back in the late 70s, well, mid to late 70s, Marvel and Toei worked together to have cross promotion. They made the Japanese Spider-Man or Toku Spider-Man show, which was a live action series where
Spider-Man
it was a different.
And Spider-Man was the emissary of hell. Coolest shit ever.
And he had his own giant robot.
Leopardon. Cool.
Leopardon. But it was because of that led to Toei wanting to make a Captain America show. But some things happened where those plans fell through. But that led to the creation of the third Super Sentai series, Battle Fever J, where one of the members of that team was Miss America.
So yeah.
Who is an actual Marvel character, but for a time, Super Sentai was canon to the Marvel multiverse.
So
because of that
so, you know, in conclusion, technically, Marvel had a part in helping to create the foundations of the Toku genre in the first place. So really, it's just coming full circle. Yeah.
Specifically Super Sentai.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what Dark Claw is really drawing its inspiration from. You don't really see
Dark Hawk.
Yeah, Dark Hawk. I said Dark Hawk. I mean, I don't know why I was thinking about Dark Claw. I was looking at a Batman comic. That's why I thought about Dark Claw.
Which, in the end, though, to round this out, it is kind of weird synergy that now Disney owns both Marvel and Power Rangers.
Yeah, it is weird synergy.
They owned Power Rangers beforehand, back in the...
But again, for a second time, which the Disney era is hella underrated. Like, I will say that. Yeah. Now that we're like way more removed from it, you know, I really do think Disney era should get more flowers than it does.
Oh yeah.
It only had one flop of the season.
Which actually celebrated its 15th. No, that was the first Nickelodeon series. Never mind. I was gonna say Samurai actually is celebrating its 15th anniversary. It was yesterday.
That was the Neo Saban.
Yeah, it was Neo Saban. That was right after Disney. Fuck that.
Yeah, the last Disney production that was released at the time was
RPM. Yeah, RPM is also hella underrated.
Seasons.
Hella underrated.
But with that one, we can get into later. Overall, we love superheroes content.
Yeah, no, I
absolutely
love superheroes,
and that's pretty much it for me.
I'm a sucker for good comic historian content. So superhero, comic explained, fucking, you know, Mary Marvelite, love all that type of shit.
Sasha from Casually Comics.
Oh, Sasha is one of my absolute favorites, because Sasha takes a much more whimsical approach instead of just a straight history. I love when Sasha gets into whimsy, especially all the wacky Silver Age shit. That's my jam.
The fresh hella nonsense.
But anyways,
let's
now it is time to move on to the next segment before we jump into our main discussion, which is of course Trailer Talk. Trailer Talk is the segment of the podcast where our boy Brian here has gathered together count them, 6 brand new trailers, at least as of the recording of this podcast, and he has put them together in a handy dandy playlist in the description down below for you. So this is where you, dear viewer, take a second to pause the video, then do all the usual YouTube things. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any brand new content, because we don't just do podcast episodes, we do weekly reviews for some of the bigger shows that, we will eventually cover on the podcast. Like currently, Tony and I are both doing Fate Strange Fake as well as A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which both are fucking fantastic, by the way.
Nice.
And also, I looked it up. Strange Fake will only have 13 episodes for those who are curious, and that is 13 including episode 0. So I guess technically 12. Maybe it's 13 in total, just period. But they said including episode 0, so I don't know if that means 12. We'll see when it happens.
I'm guessing that means 12 overall, but with episode 0, it would be 13.
But yeah, so it's standard one season. I thought it was gonna be 2 core, but it sadly is only gonna be a 1 core. Hopefully it'll get a second season. But yeah, we're covering that, and as more shows that we enjoy come out, we may cover them as well. One that I was gonna propose to the guys, because we're gonna all watch it together anyway. Monarch, I think, would be a fun one to cover as a weekly thing. So we might do that, because Tony loves to talk about his favorite character, Cade Rhonda.
Also, found out, I didn't watch it, but a second trailer came out and I didn't include it in this one. Second trailer came out for Monarch.
Oh, cool.
And it confirmed, I will say that it did confirm that Big G will be back.
Oh, nice.
So we will get to see Big G and Kong versus this new Titan X.
Well, that's gonna be awesome. I'm excited, especially because it looks like they're doing a time skip so that it's gonna actually be within the current timeline of the Legendary Verse, so that's gonna be cool. But yeah, like I said, do all the usual YouTube things, and then we'll be back in a second through the magic of editing, and as soon as you unpause this video, we will come back to you with our fresh thoughts on these trailers. But until then, please enjoy this word from our non-existent sponsors. And we're back. Okay, so we have a pretty solid group of trailers this week. Starting off, we have Arco. It looks really cool. I had never heard of this prior to seeing this trailer, but it looks really cool.
Which apparently this was like the third or fourth trailer for it, and it just got released.
Like, is it in theaters now or something?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It just hit theaters nationwide on January 30th. So apparently it's been in theaters for a week. But
okay, cool.
It's a directorial debut. I don't see a animation company, so it might be new.
Okay.
The plot is 10-year-old Arco, who lives in the year 2932, time travels to the year 2075, where he meets Iris. His time travel device is broken, and with her help, he attempts to find a way to return to the future, while pursued by 3 conspiracy theorists determined to prove that Arco has traveled from the future.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
And it's weird that it's a time travel movie, but both times are in the future.
Yeah. Well, I guess future from our perspective.
Yeah. Also, the English voice cast is insane.
Oh, really?
Yep. Mark Ruffalo, Natalie Portman, Will Ferrell, Andy Samberg.
Oh, wow.
America Ferrera, and weirdly enough, Flea.
Huh.
What?
Yep, the musician, the Red Hot Chili Peppers Flea.
What? That is crazy.
That's awesome.
Love that.
Epic, dude. That's
He
sick.
has done some acting before.
But yeah, well, I might check it out. I might wait for it to hit streaming. I don't know if I'd go to theaters to see it. If it hits streaming, I'll check it out.
Yeah. Have you watched Inside Out 2?
Yeah, I have seen Inside Out 2. I watched it on Disney Plus.
He voiced a character named Jake.
Oh, cool.
But anyway, for something completely different, but also part of it set in the future. In the
blink of an eye. It looks really cool. I love narratives that like do parallels on within like different time periods, and like this looks to be about like an anthropologist in the future, but like in one of those like Wall-E futures where we're like leaving the planet and finding a new home because our planet is fucked.
Yep.
And so she's studying these caveman bones and learning about the past, and while like also reflecting on her life and the future. It's really interesting.
That's very descriptive. The premise is depicts 3 interconnected stories exploring the history of the world.
I mean, that's basically what I said.
But yeah, it is being directed by Andrew Stanton, known for
Finding Nemo, Wall-E. He's done all.
Finding Dory.
Nobody cares about Finding Dory.
Yep, he also directed a movie that I liked, but a lot of people hated on. John Carter.
Oh, I actually liked John Carter.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Disney one, right? Yeah, that wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie was fun. I liked that one.
He also was a co-director for Bug's Life and co-wrote the Toy Story films and Monsters Inc.
Yeah, like I said, he's a big part of Pixar. You know.
Yeah.
That's why it felt like a Wall-E future because it's the guy who did Wall-E.
Yeah.
But
Mason
everybody's
Town,
not fat.
Kate McKenna, Rashida Jones, Daveed Diggs.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool seeing Thomas Jefferson.
Yep. So that seems cool, and
It's a really dope concept. I want to check it out. I think that's a movie we'll probably add to the schedule.
Yeah, same
now,
here. I agree with that.
indeed. Now, completely adverse to where we probably won't watch it or review it. War Machine, or should I say,
Predator with robots.
Yeah.
It's just if Transformers and Predator did the fusion dance, and also it's false advertising. You say War Machine, I immediately think James Rhodes. I did not see James Rhodes.
I did not
No.
see Terrence Howard. I did not see Don Cheadle. Didn't see either of them motherfuckers.
Exactly. I was like, oh, is this gonna be the in between where we find out what happened to Rhodey?
no, that was supposed to be Armor Wars, and that got canceled.
I know.
Yeah, they can cool stuff. But we see Army Rangers fighting a giant robot that came from space.
Yep.
That's basically the premise.
Yeah, literally, it's just the premise of Predator, but you replace, alien hunter-killer with giant alien robot.
Yeah. But
And instead of
also
an
the
elite
unique-
team of soldiers, like Brian mentioned while we were talking about it, it's more like fresh out of basic Army Rangers.
Yeah.
Yep.
This makes complete sense. It was directed by the dude who directed the third Expendables movie, and also
Okay.
the Hitman Bodyguard duology.
Oh, the one with Sam Jackson?
Yep. Weirdly enough, I'm looking at the cast list here, and there's one name in here that I did not see in the trailer, and it makes me sad.
Why?
Tony won't know this name. Keenan Lonsdale.
Wait, as in like Flash Wally?
Yes.
Oh shit, love that guy. Yeah, he was Wally on the Flash TV show, the CW Flash TV show.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah,
Criminally
and
underutilized.
He was really good, but the actor, it's kind of similar to the situation with the dude from
Arrow? Yeah.
Superman and Lois.
Yeah. He was having mental health struggles, so he stepped away. So they had to shelve the character. But instead of recasting him, since Wally wasn't like a big factor in the show overall anyway, because they gave all of Wally's powers to Barry, they just kind of wrote him off. They obviously could not do that with Jonathan. But
In-universe reason is he went off to be with monks and like meditate with the monks. And then he joined the Legend of Tomorrow for a season and
Which was
really
cool.
great in that.
Yeah.
But then I think went back to the monks.
or he just went back to Central City and we just never saw him again. I don't remember.
Yeah, because they never talk about him again, or his girlfriend ?
So I guess like they say that he and Jesse were still a thing, but then she died and like nobody bothered to call Wally.
Which also apparently, from what I heard, she came back.
Yeah. But
Like that was the whole entire thing. Harry actually came back, and the reason why he came back was to bring her back.
yeah, that makes sense. But anyway, Flash tangent.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Moving on. The next one on our list is Lucky.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. Long story short, I don't know what the fuck was happening with that trailer, but it looked cool.
All I know is that young lady was ready to throw hands with a motherfucker. That's all I know.
Anya Taylor-Joy was wilding out. That's all I saw.
I thought I'd include it because of the extensive cast, but
Bless you. Bless you again.
thanks. This proves why I don't include things that are under a minute. But I did Google it. Apparently they're keeping the plot under wraps.
Okay.
But the fucking cast list: Anya Taylor-Joy, Annette Bening, Timothy Oliphant,
Love Timothy Oliphant.
Oh yeah. Clifton Collins. But yeah, this William Fitchner. This looks crazy. Whatever it is. The only thing that we know for the description is that it is a series of bad decisions over an extended period of time led to the current situation.
You know what the wildest thing is? Every time I see Anya Taylor-Joy, I'm like, damn, she looks just like Ileana Rasputin. And then I just keep remembering, oh yeah, they did have her, but that movie didn't do shit.
Okay, so I found an actual plot description. A reformed criminal is forced to confront her past and return to illicit activities for one final job, hoping to secure her freedom and leave her former life behind for good.
Ah, the classic one last score.
Oh wait, no, shit. That is a different thing named Lucky.
Never mind.
Oh, wait, no, it is. IMDb, why you throw me off with your including the no names first? Throwing me off. But yeah, this is it.
All right, cool. But yeah, every time I see Anya Taylor-Joy, I see her and I'm just like, man, she'd be a great Magic. And I'm just like, oh yeah, she was already Magic. God damn it.
Yep.
Like she would be perfect. Honestly, just recast her again as Magic. I would totally be okay with that.
Oh yeah. I with Stranger Things that came out recently. A lot of people were rediscovering his role in that movie. Jonathan's.
Wait, Jonathan was in New Mutants?
Yeah.
I never watched it, so I didn't know.
I forgot who he was now.
Was he Cypher?
But
He looks like a Cypher.
he was Sam Guthrie.
He was Cannonball?
Yup.
What? We got him as Cannonball. Anya Taylor-Joy is fucking Majik. Fucking Maisie Williams. Dude, I really wanted to see Maisie Williams as Ronnie. That was the one I was the most excited for, besides Med.
Yeah. Also, the Hollow from the originals. She was Danny.
What the fuck? I mean, she could. I guess she could pass as Native American.
She is Native American.
Is she?
IRL.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But yeah. Also, you had Sunspot was in the movie.
Sunspot. I don't even remember Sunspot being part of the New Mutants. Yeah.
He was.
Oh yeah. No. See, I always mix up New Mutants and Generation X because they came out around the same time.
He was played by the Hispanic dude from Nancy Drew.
Man, this movie sounds so cool on paper. Where is it? I just want to watch it for shits and giggles.
I think it's still on Disney Plus, as far as I can recall.
We've got to watch this.
I think.
We've got to watch it. We've got to
I
watch.
can confirm.
We've got to watch this for
Alright,
shits
cool.
and giggles. Like one of these days, we'll watch it for shits and gigs.
Yeah, but this looks promising for what little teaser we got, which it definitely was a teaser.
We'll see when more comes out. But yeah, it's definitely going to be on the radar.
It's done by one of the dudes who created that show Banshee.
Oh, cool.
But moving on, we have Rooster.
This show looks fun. It looks like one of those like midlife crisis self-discovery shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also like a dad reconnecting with his daughter as also one of the plots as well. Because, you know, Steve Carell's daughter is going through a messy divorce. Husband cheated on her and shit. It looks interesting.
Oh shit! It's created by Bill Lawrence.
Oh shit, from Scrubs?
Yes.
Nice.
Which by the way, they have been releasing They've released like 2 trailers for the new Scrubs
Continuation thingy?
revival.
Yeah.
But each of them is under a minute.
That's
so
wild.
I hadn't been including it.
I loved Scrubs when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I had the biggest crush on Carla.
I mean, who didn't?
Fair. Also, me and my boy Donovan. Shout out to the homie Donovan. Me and Donovan when we were younger, we always used to like compare ourselves to Turk and JD. Except I wasn't white. But you know, same kind of dynamic.
Oh yeah. Although you would not catch you guys singing.
I totally would. We've done it before. Donovan will never admit this. I'm snitching. We've done it before. That's the homie. Me and Donovan have a special bond. I would never call him Chocolate Bear, but I'm never against a musical number. You should know this by now. I would totally sing Guy Love. Scrubs has one of the best musical episodes of sitcoms of the time. I stand on that.
Oh yeah. Which speaking of Scrubs, in this we have Dr. Cox.
Yeah, He was always funny. I loved Dr. Cox.
Yep, but it's got an extensive cast, and I did love the trailer, because it's like, we're all here, people, and Steve Carell's like, no, you're not a good person. I don't like you.
You're a bad person, and I hate you.
Yeah, you're...
My favorite part of the trailer was when the admin at the college was listing all of his daughter's crimes. Like, she burned down a faculty house. That was on accident. She punched a professor. Okay, that was on purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, it was her ex, of course.
Exactly. That's justified. He
Who
cheated.
cheated on her with
A grad student. At least it wasn't an undergrad student.
Oh God.
Which I do like that. I did like that moment where she was like, everybody knows, and he's not every
random person on campus. Excuse me, sir. Do you know my husband cheated on me with a grad student, right? Yeah. Oh,
Damn.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Now, granted, gossip does travel fast on college campus, so like, duh.
But I will say one thing about this is, gotta double check that it is a TV show. Yeah, it is a series. I don't know how they're gonna extend it to a series.
Yeah, it felt like a movie premise. That's why I asked if it was a movie.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a miniseries. Who knows? Because I don't know. Steve Carell feels like too big of an actor to do a full show commit. Like, I could totally see him doing a miniseries, but I don't see him going back to like full TV. Maybe he wants to come back.
I thought the same of Bryan Cranston, and then he did that 2-season show, The Judge.
I mean, Bryan Cranston has always been a TV guy at heart. I mean, you know, one of his most iconic roles is fucking Breaking Bad.
Yep. And also, he was the dad in Malcolm in the Middle.
Yep.
Yeah. Which
Like, most people
I found
forget
out
about that.
Yep.
Yeah, which I found out that we don't need to go into a whole thing, but if you Google it, the reason why Malcolm's parents are the way they are is because of the actors.
Yep.
The original script, they were so vanilla cookie cutter characters.
No, that makes sense.
That checks out.
That makes sense. But yeah, so like we may check it out because it does look funny. Like I think that would be a fun one to watch. Like comedies are weird though to cover on the podcast because again, like retelling jokes and stuff isn't as fun. So maybe we won't cover it, but I definitely might watch it.
Yeah. And then last but not least, we have the Living Drug Trip, Champagne Witch.
Is it pronounced champagne? How do you pronounce it? It's spelled weird.
They said champagne.
Okay. Yeah, that shit was trippy, bro. I don't even know. Like, you know, I thought I didn't know what the fuck was happening in the Lucky trailer. I especially didn't know what the fuck was happening in this. They had mushrooms with eyeballs, just a random witch doing witch things.
All in love with like a random motherfucker that was like invisible or some shit.
I don't know what was going
crazy.
on. I don't know what was going on, man.
It was it's based on a manga that was serialized since 2019 about a lonely black witch named Luna who lives in a forest and is feared by townsfolk due to the poisonous mushrooms that grow where she goes despite her kind nature and healing potions. The story follows her isolation and her desire for connection, which changes when she meets someone new, leading to a fantasy of love and adventure.
It looks weird and trippy as fuck. It gave me like major Alice in Wonderland vibes.
Yeah, it's the genres are fantasy and shoujo.
Doesn't look very. It has a bit, but it's not evident.
Yeah, all I saw was like the weird, trippy fantasy shit.
The only bits of shoujo I saw was when the love interest showed up, and he looked like a typical shoujo love interest guy.
Yep, he also kind of reminded me a little bit of Howl.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, Howl is a very beachy motherfucker.
Yep.
But yeah.
We'll have to wait and see. It is intriguing.
It's one of those ones where like you have to I think that's where we'd have to actually watch it to like get a grip on if we would like if it's worth it or not, because like that trailer did not get a good job of like giving us the sense of the show.
No, the trailer was like, hey, you want a visual drug trip?
It was literally the Moon Knight random bullshit go meme. That's literally what happened.
But fantasy and mushrooms with eyes.
I would never like I have a hard have a hard time eating animals with eyeballs.
Oh, yeah.
I like, you know, like I love fish, but like I don't like eating the heads.
Yep.
Because of the
Which,
eyeballs.
fun fact for you. One time, a long time ago, growing up, in Japan, we went to a seafood restaurant, and my mom saw the prawns, so she ordered them. I think it was her birthday or some celebration.
Mm-hmm.
They literally come out in a cup where they're all like resting on the cup with their claws on the cup, face out, complete full body. She was like, nope, can't do this, can't do this.
Yeah, it's the eyes, man.
So she switched with my brother, and he ate the prawns while she ate whatever he ordered.
I agree. I can't do it. It's
Yeah, same.
I can't eat something that even though the eyes are dead. I can't do it. It's weird.
Yeah, same.
But anyways, that's it for trailer talk. So let's get down to business and talk about one Mr. Simon William and his misadventures in the wonderful world of Tinseltown. So let's start spoiler free. I'll start us off. I really fucking like this movie.
In the show, you mean?
Or I said movie. Yeah, I really like this show.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about the movies. I also like the movie within the show. I would watch that movie.
Yeah, I would watch that movie too.
Both the original
Turbo
and
Man.
I got more of a what the fuck is it called? Not Buck Rogers. I got more of a Buck Rogers vibe from it.
Well, do you remember?
I remember Turbo Man. I watch Jingle all the way every year. I remember Turbo Man. The outfit in the original movie very much gave Turbo Man, but in terms of vibe, I definitely got more of like a Buck Rogers, Flash Gordon kind of thing.
True.
But yeah, I really like this show. I think it's very niche though. I don't think everyone is gonna like this show, but if you're somebody that enjoys TV and the inner workings of TV and movies, you will really enjoy this. We talked about the studio before. If you're someone that enjoyed the humor and like banter of the studio, you'll like this show a lot. And in terms of like good acting performances, this is some of the best acting I've seen in a Marvel show in years.
Oh yeah, this lead dude. I'm surprised he's not like more places.
Honestly, dude, after seeing him in Wonder Man, I was like, yo, they could have casted him as like, as much as I like Wonder Man, they could have casted him as somebody more high profile, like Blue Marvel or something, and I think he could have pulled it off.
Oh yeah. Also, James Wan wasted him.
Yeah, he was Black Manta, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he was Black Manta.
Yeah. Which he actually was very good as Black Manta. He just didn't have the screen time.
Yeah.
But
Also, I heard that he was the lead in the Candyman remake that I heard was not great, but he was.
Yeah,
good.
I was just saying, I personally did not like the Candyman remake, but none of my problems had to do with him. It more so had to do with Jordan Peele doing Jordan Peele things when it wasn't necessary.
Yeah. He was also in the Watchmen TV show.
Yeah, he played Dr. Manhattan.
He did play Dr. Manhattan, yes.
And also, he was Morpheus in the latest Matrix.
Oh, cool. He was young Morpheus?
Yeah.
Cool. Because I was like, wait, they got rid of Lawrence Fishburne? But then I was like, oh, they probably have a young version. Okay, cool. But yeah.
It was the resurrection.
Oh, it was the resurrection. Oh, it was the resurrection one where that came out recently. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that did a lot of weird shit.
But yeah, he's really good. I gotta say, fucking Ben Kingsley is having a blast.
Yes.
Yup.
And I absolutely love Trevor. I thought he was great in Shang-Chi, but he really shined in this.
And
Like,
even just like the little moments too, like that one part where he's running with his hands to his side, and then they get in the car and he's like, "We're in the wrong spot."
one of my favorite scenes, is when he confronts an old friend of his that like made it big.
Oh,
And like they're at his house. That reminded me of like something straight out of BoJack. I was like, I fucking love this shit.
especially the twist of that scene.
Yeah, and I really like. I love Simon as a character. Me and Tony were talking about this, but I think this is the most unique interpretation, like reinterpretation of a Marvel character I've seen in a long time, because it keeps a lot of what is core to Simon, like at the heart of his character, because a lot of Simon's character at his core is insecurity and self-esteem issues, which, you know, he passes on to Vision because your mental health problems problems definitely carry over when you get your brain patterns copied over into a robot. Which, for those of you who are show-only people, that's right, folks. In the comics, Wonder Man is actually the mental blueprint for the Vision.
It's not Jarvis.
Yep. Yeah, no, but it's really cool. As somebody that only knew Wonder Man because I'm a big Scarlet Witch fan and he's always entangled in her drama, it was cool to see something fully separate and to just really hone in on the actor part of Simon, which is a more modern inclusion to his character, because he only really started doing the Hollywood stuff in like the 90s and onwards. He first started off as a stuntman, funny enough.
Yeah.
But then eventually became a like full-on action hero actor type. But yeah, it's really cool, and I like how they tie Simon's like life and his dream of acting into his entire character, and the world building of the doorman clause is super fascinating. And like to get to see what this industry is like for the powered people. Honestly, seeing this made me really upset that Mysterio was used the way he was in Far From Home, because I was like, yo, Quentin Beck would be so cool in something like this if he was just a regular VFX guy who got put out of a job because they started using powered people. That would have been so much better than just another disgruntled Stark employee.
Yeah, I do like how they handled the illusions in that movie.
Yeah, no, it's cool, but like seeing how they did the world building for Hollywood in this, he would have been great as an inclusion here.
Yeah.
And like as a theater kid and someone who enjoys acting, like I relate so much to Simon. I do a lot. I mean, like I'm not one of those actors that like needs a backstory for everything, but I definitely think about it. Like knowing motivation is kind of key for my entire process to get into any character. Even when we play a lot of tabletops. That's how I do every tabletop. Is like I have to like know the backstory of the character to get into this character's head in order to play that character. Like me playing Dahlia is completely different from me playing Yuki, for example. And for those of you who don't know, Yuki is my character from our Marvel game that we're currently running. That's currently being run by our boy Severs. Colin is completely different from Id, and then that comes from Tony also, like getting into the character's head and being different. You gotta act differently in order to really channel a character. Simon really gets that. And also, like as someone who is very creative and loves to pursue creative avenues, and for a period in my life tried to pursue like creative stuff and content creation as a full-time thing, I really felt for Simon when him and his brother get into that fight, because I've had so many of those get a real job conversations from friends and family who definitely mean well and think they're doing the right thing, but all they're doing is kind of being a dick. Like as much as you love them, they're being an asshole right in that moment.
Yeah, but we'll get more into those when we get to spoilers.
Yeah.
But I think overall, I love this interpretation of Simon. It's one of my favorite interpretations of the MCU, and it's an interpretation that isn't difficult to put together,
Yeah. It's very straightforward. You understand what it is without them having to constantly tell you every 5 seconds what's going on.
And this just leads me to wanting a Daniel Destin, like a Cretton-directed West Coast Avengers film. I would love that.
Oh, hell yeah.
That would be amazing.
I mean, hell, even bring back a T-Mobile girl.
Yeah, I mean, she is still technically Squirrel Girl right now.
Yep.
She's just, over here yelling Squirrel Stampede and nutting on people. But yeah, like, it's really good, you guys. Like, it's one of, and like, it has something that a lot of the MCU, like, shows I feel like really lost, is like character depth without, and making low stakes stuff matter. Because I think that the big thing that the MCU kind of lost in the sauce post Endgame, ever since they did something as big as Endgame, they keep thinking, oh, we gotta keep the scale big. No, that's not why we fell in love with these characters in the first place. Iron Man 1 was a very small scale movie when you think about it in the grand scheme of things. The first Thor movie, which I still hold as a very good Thor movie, really good shit. Your introduction stuff should always be smaller scale so we can get to know the character themselves as opposed to just the world world as a whole.
I mean, case in point, the Netflix Marvel stuff, which I think at least one of the higher ups has gone on record to say that they do regret canceling that stuff.
Well, I bet they don't. I bet they don't regret canceling Iron Fist. Just saying.
That needs a little bit more
though. Is season 2 was actually good.
Season 2 was good, and it was
setting up some pretty epic things.
It was going in the right direction. I will give it credit for that. They did.
It was setting up unique things, like the fact of
Yeah, they showed Orson.
Colleen Wing as an Iron Fist, but as an Iron Fist that could channel the Iron Fist through her sword.
And they also showed Orson. They also teased Orson Randall, which, for those of you who don't know, is the Iron Fist from World War II that actually held on to the power post World War II.
Yep.
And is actually like Danny's great grandfather.
Actually, the way that it ended was basically Danny and the completely redeemed character.
Yeah, the brother Ward, who became actually a cool dude.
They were going off on an adventure basically to find Orson.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Colleen was holding down the fort as the Iron Fist. I guess you could say Iron Blade.
No, it's still Iron Fist. There are plenty of Iron Fists that channeled their weapons through.
Yeah.
Channeled the power through the weapon.
And hers was purple for some reason.
Yeah, it was weird, but I guess just to differentiate. But yeah, speaking of purple, I like the effects they use for the powers. I think, I was kind of worried with Wonder Man, like how they're gonna handle his abilities, but I think they did a good job. I mean, obviously they were used sparingly because TV show budget, but when they were used, it was for very meaningful moments, and I thought like really had impact on the show. And they also did a really good job of setting up his family. Eric is a dick, but not the like colossal dick I was expecting.
Yeah, that kind of threw me off.
It was weird that he wasn't like like it doesn't seem like they're gonna be enemies now, because it's just like, oh, they kind of squash their beef now that he has a real job, or are they?
I don't spoil anything. It's in the trailer.
Yeah,
it's more like, damn, my brother is just doing
like, man, I should have believed in you. I'm sorry. Like, they actually had like a, they actually had a reconciliation. Like, we'll talk about it more in the spoilers, but like, yeah,
the brother works in
insurance
instead of
he was just a nebulous businessman. We don't actually know what Eric did. He was just nebulous Marvel Universe big businessman.
Instead of the comics where basically he's causing people to take out life insurances.
Well, no, he started. So, like I said, he started off as a big business, nebulous Marvel Universe big businessman, and then he went down the path he went down because he got super jelly and decided, oh, my little brother's a superhero. Well, fuck it, guess I'm a supervillain.
I do villain shit now.
Who knows? But it does look like they're leaning towards they've squashed their beef.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I have some theories we'll talk about in spoilers. So I guess, do we want to go ahead and just talk about spoilers now? Do we have anything else to add? Spoiler free?
I think we should.
Okay, so I do have a theory. If we're okay with just jumping to theories, I do have a theory. So
all right, we can backtrack.
So real quick, I'm just gonna put this theory out there because we all know how we've all now seen how the show ended, right?
Yep.
Simon broke the Mandarin out of prison.
Yep.
So obviously that is going to have some aftermath and backlash on his family because Simon is now going to be seen as a fugitive. That is definitely going to cause some tension between Simon and Eric.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then Damage Control is probably going to recruit Eric and give him Reaper stuff in order to take down Simon.
Yeah, because we do know they've got like an unlimited budget now.
Yep. And like, if you guys know, the Grim Reaper does not fuck around, and his hate boner is eternal. Like, and also that hate boner in the comics does not just extend to Simon. It's also to Vision, Wanda, and anyone related anywhere to fucking Simon. Like, it got to the point where Virginia Vision actually murders Eric and buries him in the backyard because he murdered Vision and Virginia's son. And then in the most recent Scarlet Witch series, right before she became Sorcerer Supreme, Eric actually comes back and uses the power of death to try to lock Vision and Wanda in this perpetual like doors of death limbo hellscape, to the point where like Vision, in order to like not die from depression depression and grief, strips himself of his emotions and becomes White Vision again, and then they have to team up and take him down. And that's where I talked about before, where they like have their little Doctor Who moment where they get to spend time in the dimension and they get to have closure on their relationship because they got to live out a full life, like 100 years within like 15 minutes. It's cool. But yeah, long story short, Eric is a dick, and I definitely think that will probably be the setup for Eric's eventual villain origin, is that he'll get recruited by Damage Control.
Well, also, if you notice, he never actually apologized.
He gave one of those half apologies, like, I'm sorry I didn't believe in you, more so than I was wrong and I was a dick. Also, let's talk about it. So, thoughts on Simon? I'm pretty sure he's a mutant. Now, they don't say it outright, but they specifically say that the kitchen fire happened when he was 13. So, puberty plus powers equals mutant. Which also could possibly mean that Eric is also a mutant, but he could be a late bloomer. That could be a way they do it as well. Because there are, so originally Reaper does have tech, but there are instances where he does get powers, and like I said, he does eventually get empowered by magic, death gods and stuff. So they could just skip the middleman and just turn him into a mutant as well, or maybe even Damage Control injects him with like MGH and he gets powers that way. I was speaking comic logic for the people at home. MGH is mutant growth hormone.
So maybe they go the route that one brother tends while the other one has a mutate.
I totally could see that being a thing.
Totally. Like, we know from experience that sometimes it'll skip a sibling.
Exactly. And usually the sibling it skips is the one that's the most bitter about being skipped.
And will then give birth to a
super cracked mutant. Or you could be the Summers family and every single fucking child is just absolute god tier for no reason. Like, I mean, come on, they went 3 for 3, bro. They had Cyclops and Havoc and then motherfucking Vulcan. You guys don't even know about Vulcan, bro. Vulcan is crazy. And I say you guys, I'm talking about the folks at home. Like, y'all only know about Cyclops, and you might even barely know about Havoc from First Class. But Vulcan is next level shit.
Also, back to Wonder Man, I want to know if we'll ever find out, like, who else was in that prison.
I mean,
we know that Doorman's in that prison.
Yeah, Doorman's there. We know for sure Doorman is there because they mentioned that in the Doorman episode. Like, he's constantly being experimented on there.
Which, who knows? With the whole Simon fiasco.
Doorman is both a West Coast and Great Lakes Avenger. So, like, I could totally see Simon coming back for our man Doorman. I don't remember Doorman's, like, first name, but
Damar.
We definitely could see him coming back for our boy Damar.
That does pose one question.
Where's Josh Gad?
I meant beyond that.
I'm sorry, I had to.
How the hell would they handle Flatman?
Well, we've already seen one other Great Lakes Avenger in Mr. Immortal. In She-Hulk. And they underutilized him basically for a gag where he had multiple partners.
Which, weirdly enough, that character was also supposed to be a part of Doreen's
the New Warriors TV show.
New Warriors.
I think just talking about Doorman, I loved the Doorman episode. That shit was that shit was phenomenal. But now that you've seen it, you get what I mean, right? That fucking catchphrase.
Ding dong.
So dumb.
Like even if you go back and you look, I don't know if you noticed, but they give a little like blurb of description of the different episodes. For Doorman, the description just says ding dong.
I know, I saw. I love that he gets to do like a little bit of a Wesley Snipes impression when they do that first movie, the first cash grab movie. It's just ding dong, motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
it's great. But yeah, the Doorman episode was great. R.I.P. Josh Gad. He will be missed.
We'll figure out where that man is.
Will Josh Gad get superpowers from being stuck in the Doorman dimension for so many years?
The Dark Dimension?
Oh shit!
The Dark Force Dimension?
Was he stuck in the Dark Force Dimension? Like, that is a good question. Do Doorman's portals work like Cloak's portals? Is Doorman just another, just like Cloak?
They work the same.
He's a living gateway for the Dark Force Dimension. Oh shit!
Yes, he is.
But also, we have seen that he can sometimes just accidentally teleport people to random places. So could Josh Gad just be like in the Savage Land or somewhere?
Somebody should check Arendelle.
Because Olaf He be doing wildin' shit in that particular episode. Good God.
He made an EDM remix of Summer, which I'm not gonna lie, goes pretty hard.
It did go pretty hard.
It went so hard that it set the place on fire.
It did. I love Josh Gad's reaction to just wait. Do I go like inside you? Like, how does this work?
It's like, hey, yo.
I do like how that one woman was like, pause?
Right?
No thanks.
And then when Josh Gad did, she go, oh, it's like, oh, it's safe. Okay, cool. But yeah, I thought the Dormant episode was great. Once again, great world building. I love seeing just like the different pieces of a post superhero world figuring shit out.
Also, the cameos in this particular series are just phenomenal. And thanks to new rock stars, every performance Ben Kingsley ever performed in was just replaced with Trevor Slattery instead.
Yep.
That is hilarious to me.
Love that. And also, I really like how they actually tie the film character of Wonder Man to Simon's backstory and like how it inspired his journey to acting and a deeper connection with his father. I really like that.
Yeah, and it's not only a deeper connection to his father, like part of the reason why he pursued acting as a whole.
Yeah. Because I mean, granted, none of us have made it to the big screen, but like we've all had that one movie that like you saw it and you're just like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Like, man. So like, it's definitely relatable. It gave me the same kind of vibes. I think I mentioned it when I talked about it briefly in Screen Time a couple weeks ago. It gave me the same kind of vibes I got when I watched Tick Tick Boom for the first time. It was just one of those like inspirational, you can make it if you work hard enough, like just kind of grind through the bullshit type of thing, because like Simon was a working actor. Like he fucking self-taped all his shit, did all the random bullshit, like did favors for people just so he could have a place to record.
Which that scene where Damage Control's like so many self-tapes.
I also really appreciate the only thing that I wish is I wish we had gotten more with Simon's relationship with the one lady, because there was so much there that I wish we had gotten to unpack.
I think it served a little bit of a purpose.
Oh yeah, no. I think they did it well with like the big scene where they're at the bar and she tells Simon, yeah, I knew, right? I was just waiting for you to tell me because I wanted you to trust me. I thought that was great, but I was just like, man, I wish we had seen more from her. I guess because I'm so used to Simon's plots being so focused around relationship drama, it felt like something was missing for me as a Wonder Man fan.
Well, it was actually centered around relationship drama.
I mean, it was more around friendship. Yeah, it was more around friendship relationship drama. So that's actually a good segue.
Relationship as a whole, they are very scary for Simon.
Yeah.
Which that whole entire time of the one scene that we know of the movie is the best friend betraying Wonder Man.
Yeah, right. And oh my god, the friendship between Trevor and Simon is so good.
Yeah.
It's so genuine to the point where like when Trevor has a plan and he apologizes to Simon, you're just like, oh shit, I know what he's gonna do.
Yeah, because they specifically call it an explosion.
Yep. And then he buys all the explosives. Sends out the message. Also, I love that we get to see everybody react to Trevor's new Mandarin message, and we see that Chamoy guy is.
Yeah, the Chamoy dude will be like,
which I love.
Oh my god, big dude.
Yeah, and it's like the neighbor. They're making trucks. It's like, how many times do I have to tell you?
Mrs. Gomez, we make candy. I've told you this 100 times. We're just making candy, Mrs. Gomez. Now, to be fair, it really did look like a drug operation.
Yeah, those poor kids.
They just wanted to make candy. They just wanted to make Mexican candy. Which, by the way, if you've never tried chamoy before, it's delicious.
Also, that stuff is a big market.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought it was really funny. And again, the friendship between Trevor and Simon is very, very genuine. I loved seeing Trevor interact with his family and then getting to know his mother.
Oh, and the whole thing, even though it's more on a cultural standing that I cannot relate to personally, but I can vibe with family members. Like, I can relate to family members just looking down at you for the choices that you make that are not typical.
Oh, dude, that's what I was saying with the whole Eric thing. You guys are around when I like decided, I'm not gonna pursue school any further, and I was just gonna say, I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna do YouTube full time because I was doing so well. Do you know how many? So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do for real? Conversations that my family members had with me. If it wasn't for unlike Simon, my brothers actually said no. He's good at this. Let him do it. He can do it.
Yeah.
So thank you guys.
Yeah.
Like you guys, I know they don't listen to the podcast, but they might as well because I'm sure they can hear me from across the hallway. But yeah, like so I totally related to that. I vibe with Simon. I think that's why I like Simon so much is because I see a lot of myself in him.
Oh yeah. I can relate too with like mental health stuff and all that as well. But also it's like you were talking about the family stuff, like just the different family members. Like the one chick, we went to school all the time together.
Yeah.
What was he like?
I don't know.
We never talked.
We just carpooled.
Yeah, his punk ass cousin.
Yep, and it's just like,
Punk ass cousins.
and I know you're lying because nobody likes her, and it's like, yeah, she's horrible.
She was the worst.
Yeah, that was her. That was the neighbor.
Yeah, that was a neighbor.
Oh.
Yeah, no, but nobody liked her. Oh man, it was so funny. But yeah, no, like especially like the ice cream maker scene. Like, oh my god, I was just like, yo, that's fucked up, Eric.
Yeah, I totally haven't been in that situation.
Yeah, like, oh man. Again, it was just so good, and you really root for Simon to the point where like when he gets the role, you're just like, yeah, man, you do your thing. And also, just how he utilizes his skills as an actor is just really good, especially like towards the end when he breaks into the prison because he tricks the low-level security guard that he's doing a role, and he's like shadowing him to study for the role.
Yeah.
And he did nice stuff for that guy's family too.
Yeah, he even paid that guy's medical bills.
Yeah.
Which good for that gentleman.
For everybody, he learned to actually let people in
And actually be a good and actually be a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say, in the beginning with the American Horror situation,
Yeah.
I was cringing so bad at that scene.
You want to know? But I was cringing, but also I was cringing because I was like, that would have been me.
Yes, that would have been me because I want to get into the mind of the character I'm playing. Come on,
Well,
man.
I get that, but also you keep telling them to change the lines and
No, I'm not gonna pretend like that wouldn't have been me. I'd be like, but like, what if we could do this thing? Can we move the moonbeam? I think it'd be better if we moved the moonbeam.
And then they look at us like we're divas.
I'm just trying
Crazy.
to get the best scene possible, Ryan. You've been doing this show for 10 years. Trying to change things up. Excuse the fuck out of me, Mr. Murphy.
And I like
when
that
have I
we,
complained about your decision?
Exactly. I watched all of Glee, damn it. You owe me.
Oh,
Yeah, and the crazy thing that I like that it kind of bookends everything, where he tried to alter a few things in the American Horror Story scene that he was in, and they just kind of tossed him on the wayside because they didn't want to deal with his ass.
But then when he asked to alter the Wonder Woman scene, they actually listened to him.
well,
Yeah, because
it's
Trevor
because-
helped out explaining.
Trevor translated it because that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
It's not that he was being a diva. He just didn't know how to articulate what he was trying to do
Yeah,
properly.
because that's what happens when you don't have friends growing up. You don't know how to talk to people.
Exactly.
He said it in the thing about like with the interview. He's like,
Yeah, I didn't really have any
people
friends.
don't like me when I'm by myself because I'm a dick.
Which I'm glad he was self-aware. Which
Yeah.
also makes me very curious. Like, I know Wanda and Vision are a couple, but man, Simon really does like to attract those mentally unstable women. I'm just saying.
I definitely
like,
wouldn't know anything about that.
I'm just saying. I would look. I don't normally campaign for love triangles, but this is the most iconic love triangle in comics, at least for me. Aside from maybe Archie and Betty and Veronica, but like,
Or if you're a weirdo, Mags, Rogue, and Gambit.
yeah, that's for the weirdos. Or if you're a normal comic fan, Peter, MJ, and Felicia.
Yeah.
Which honestly, at this point, should just be a throuple. But that maybe that's
You know
just
what?
maybe that's just me.
Yeah.
Because MJ is clearly also into Felicia, so I feel like then what are we doing here? But
Yeah.
that's just my brain being a pervert.
Yeah.
But anyways, seriously though, like Simon and Wanda, especially because Simon knows how to deal with mental health stuff, I actually think, believe it or not, I actually think Simon and Wanda could help each other in a positive way.
But here's the real question, though. Since original Simon was kind of milquetoast in the comics, would we have Marvel brand synergy with the more popular Simon here?
I don't think they could do it entirely because, you know, Simon's been a white man for 40 years. But
yeah, they can't completely, but I'm saying that make him a mutant.
Make him a mutant and make him cooler. I would be down for that. He's still currently active. He's on the main Avengers roster right now.
Yeah, why not make him a mutant? That would make it so much easier.
Yeah, no.
Like, at some point in time,
like Zemo
activate his X gene.
It's like, yeah, I was experimented by Zemo, but the experiment triggered my X gene instead of actually giving me powers. Wouldn't be the first time that type of shit has happened.
Yeah,
it could just be a retcon.
Yeah,
we've had that happen many a times.
And Simon is definitely no stranger to retcon.
Yeah,
I mean that Zemo origin was retconned like at least twice. But yeah, no, I think I would be down for that.
I think still though my favorite retcon was with Squirrel Girl, but just because how they handled it. The mom was like, I don't know.
She's legally distinct, whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah, but yeah, like I would like to, you know, in terms of how I would like to see it connect. I think that this is one of those things that we'll have to wait till after Secret Wars, because I think they're waiting for after mutants are officially out to really kind of push any other stuff with mutants any further.
Yeah, I think they're just slowly like dropping it to like do like a big thing, like to the fact where it's also been speculated that even though the Fox Avengers have been confirmed, Fox X-Men have been confirmed to be in Doomsday, a lot of people are theorizing that was the same X-Men as Wolverine from Wolverine and Deadpool.
Ah, okay, but
it's the same universe.
But also something that I thought about, I was thinking about that could also be really cool for something in the future. What if, as a mutant, Simon actually gets recruited by Magneto, and maybe that's how he meets Wanda? Because like if we do this like hypothetical like Secret Wars reboot kind of reset, you know, replacing actors and stuff, and like retconning and setting stuff up, that could be interesting.
Or, you know, I could also see them, even though I feel kind of bad for the character for like how much disrespect he get, but he could be like part of the OG X-Men replacing a person that no one really cares about, Angel.
Aww, yo, I understand. You're right, but that doesn't stop it from making me feel sad for Warren.
I say this as someone who actively chose to play Angel.
I know. I'm aware, Brian. That's why I'm not mad at you. But I'm just saying that sucks for Warren. It's not wrong. He is the X-Men. He is the original X-Men that people care the least about.
Because let's look at the stats here. Rich kid, lame as powers.
He didn't get cool until Apocalypse made him cool.
Yeah.
And he got a cool.
Anyway,
and he got a cool ninja girlfriend. Yeah. Final thoughts and ratings. Okay, so I'll start. I'm gonna give this a solid 9. I don't think it's like 9.5, 10, but I definitely think it's stronger than an 8 because I really, really vibed with this.
Yes, it is definitely a 9, and that would be my score. It is a 9. Right?
Yeah.
What you say?
It is very much, I will say, probably a bit of Regency bias because I literally just finished this right before recording, but I do feel like 9 is very appropriate for it.
Yeah, it's very strong. Again, you know, none of our ratings are ever you should never consider any of our ratings objective. They're all completely subjective. Like I said before, this shit is very niche. We do a TV podcast, so if your show focuses on TV, the art of making TV and movies, we specifically are gonna eat that shit up. So like,
oh yeah, indeed,
this is definitely catered towards a specific audience, and we just happen to be that specific audience.
I will say one thing that I have been hearing a lot of people talk about it lately, and I do kind of agree to some extent. This whole like how it seems like everything is just 8 episodes lately.
I'm not mad at.
What I was saying is some shows kind of suffer from that, but I think this show would have suffered if it had more than 8.
Wonder Man would have had the Moon Knight problem. I think Moon Knight Knight should have been shorter. Even though I just don't like Moon Knight at all, because it's so different from the comics. But yeah, I think it feels like an actual TV show. The problem with Marvel shows in the past, at least I feel like, is they were not written as TV, aside from WandaVision, and even aside from WandaVision and Agatha All Along, the other Marvel TV shows felt less like TV shows and more like a movie split into 6 hours or 8 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Or like an 8-hour movie.
Like this, I could see, like, with the vibe of it and everything, I could have easily, this is long before, like, the, like, WB DC Comics thing going on. I could have seen this as, like, HBO.
It also feels very like a complete story as well, which is why I give it more props. Although my one complaint, and this is my just complaint with all Marvel fucking live action stuff nowadays, I'm tired of your bullshit, Marvel. Stop putting the costumes in the last episode just to show us that you have them, fucking assholes.
I totally see that. Also,
but I love those shades so much.
We've
so cool and comic accurate.
We've now had Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, and this. Marvel, can you finally learn the lesson that we like it when you're being unique and different?
Seriously. Just remember what made you cool in the first place. Stop with the formula and just let directors tell interesting stories about these cool characters.
Like, part of the reason why Thor 1 was so good was it was basically just Shakespeare in space.
Which I love that shit. I still hold that Thor 1 does not get any credit for being a top tier MCU origin movie. Nobody talks about it. Like, I love First Avenger. It's great. Iron Man 1, absolute classic. But Thor 1 should be it should be mentioned in those same conversations. And I think Wonder Man is also an excellent origin story. Like, again, to compare it to something else, like the problem I had with the first Doctor Strange movie was Doctor Strange was just Iron Man with magic. Wonder Man feels completely unique and different.
Oh yeah, because also if you go back and you go listen to those originals, like watch them. Captain America, basically just a war film. Like Iron Man is
also kind of a war film, but like with corporate espionage and tech. Even like what some would probably say is the best MCU film, or at least the best solo MCU film, Winter Soldier is basically a political thriller. It's not basically, it is a political thriller.
Yeah, that Captain America sequel was one of the best political thrillers ever.
It's so much of a political thriller. It had Robert Redford as a fucking star. But yeah, like,
and we could go on and on.
But that's that's the thing though. Like, last thing, Marvel, seriously, just embrace genre. That's all you got to do to get your projects to work.
Yeah, and when it comes to genres, Brian, tell the folks at home that we'll be covering next time on the podcast.
Well, next time,
it's that time of year.
Yes, it is. We will be covering a rom-com that we accidentally reacted to on the channel for Trailer Talk.
Yep.
And that is Relationship Goals, starring Method Man and Kelly Rowland.
I'm really excited for this. Thank you, YouTube algorithm, for accidentally putting it in my next to continue on Trailer Talk. Because if you missed that episode, I was about to close out the playlist, and then a trailer came up, and I was like, wait, that's Method Man and Kelly Rowland. I don't know what this is, but we're including this, and I'm glad we did.
And tune in for that next time.
Yep.
Again, we hope that you like the video, comment, subscribe to us if you haven't already, which you probably should if you like our lovely voices. Also, hit the hype button. It'll help get the video out there more in the algorithm.
It really does help.
We would enjoy that.
It really does help, especially for smaller channels like ours. But yeah, we will see you guys on Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to the future people, and or Single Awareness Day for us lonely fucks out there. We'll catch you guys next week. Peace.